So, I want to have this conversation with you guys today. I want to challenge at least 50 of you guys out there that would holler back at me. I want you guys to do something for me. It's about 12:39. Normally, I will post a relationship health check, which I come in and kind of talk to you about some different issues as it relates to dating and marriage and divorce and some great and powerful information that we release at noontime throughout the week. This is important because we have some people who need information. Got some people who are desperate for the right tools, the right principles to be successful in their relationships, in their dating situations, and even their marriage. But I wanted to jump on here real quick, and I know normally I don't come on during the day, but I thought it was necessary because it dawned on me as I was in my office that I don't give you guys a chance to sow. And I'm saying this because I have a lot of people who follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, LinkedIn, and I have individuals who would like and they would love, and some would even share my posts. But these same individuals will not sign up for services. They will not sign up for one-on-one sessions. They will not sign up for girls' night out. They won't sign up for a man cave, but they will like and they will post and even share some of my posts. And I'm jumping on here to tell you guys that I think it's important that you go back and you sow back into the grounds that has fed you in the moment and in the season of your life when you were hungry the most. I'm going to say that again. I think it's important for you to go back and for you to sow into the ground that fed you when you were hungry the most. And I think this is important because being a coach, being a mentor, is draining. It's draining, particularly dealing with our skin tone. And so anytime you are pouring out and pouring out and pouring out, it is important that you get back what you've been pouring out. I'm talking to people now who have absolutely depleted themselves, and you're always pouring out and pouring out and pouring out and pouring out, and there seemed to be no return as it relates to what it is that you do. Now, you don't have to be a life coach or mentor to pour out. But some of you guys, you pour out to your family members and friends and loved ones. You give them information, valuable information, only for them to take your information and then run with it, right? And so I wanted to jump on here because it's not often at all. In fact, I don't think I've ever done this before. But I just kind of feel led to open this conversation about where you are getting your information from. One of the things I often tell people is that the voice that is constantly in your ear is ultimately the voice that controls your life. I'm going to say that again. The voice that is constantly in your ear is the voice that continues to control your life. Now, that voice may be family members, may be your pastor, it may be your cousin. It could be even your voice. But the voice that is constantly in your ear, that gives you direction, that gives you revelation, that gives you information about what it is that you need to do. Ultimately, that voice is the same voice that ultimately controls your life, right? And so I want you to be careful this afternoon, this Thursday afternoon, that you got the right voice in your ear. Because there's a lot of stuff, there's an awful lot of stuff, guys, that is happening around us and in our community. And if you're not careful, you could be listening to the wrong voice, getting the wrong information, making the wrong decisions. And it's all because the ground that you are spending most of your time in. And so I wanted to jump on here real quick to tell you, you need to sow into the ground that is feeding you the most. All right. Now I am, and I'm not saying this to brag, but God has blessed me financially. He has blessed me beyond my wildest dreams. In fact, I don't want for much at all. But it has occurred to me that I haven't given you guys an opportunity, again, to sow into good ground. As you guys know, we just came back from an amazing trip in Philly. We were in Pennsylvania, we were in Maryland. And what I'm realizing, guys, is there are so many people that need help. I mean, so many people, from singles to married folks. I got married folks literally that are crying baby dog tears, that they want to get out of their marriage, that they're unhappy, they're unfulfilled, they're unsatisfied. And the person that they've married, they realize, oh my God, I've married the wrong individual. And then I got single people who are desperately trying to hold out for Mr. Right or Mrs. Right, and it doesn't seem like this person will ever come, right? And then I got some young adults who are absolutely confused about their identity and who it is that they need to be, all because of how mom and daddy's relationship was and their attitude and their opinion about marriages and all of this stuff, guys, is now forming and shaping them into being who they are today. And so their information that they're getting about marriages is not right because mom and daddy's relationship ain't never been right. And so what I'm dealing with a lot, guys, trying to put all of these pieces together and yet still have the attitude that I'm still not doing enough, right? We're doing a lot. we're doing a lot. We're doing a lot. I'm doing a lot via Facebook, social media, one-on-one counseling. I mean, we're doing a lot, but it doesn't seem like it's enough. I need your help. I need your help. I need you to help me spread this news about building successful and healthy relationships. I need your help. I need your help to help me continue this work that I believe that God has given me because of my crazy divorce. Didn't have all of the tools that I needed to be successful. And most of you guys know my story. And that was being raised and born in the church and all of this, and this whole guilt trip that they put on you in the church that you need to get married, you need to close the door. It was this pressure to be married. But the problem that I have with the church then, and the same problem I have today, is where are the people who are supposed to be teaching me about what marriage is supposed to be? Where are the people who are supposed to be helping educate and equip those who are suffering in marriage? And the answer is there is none. And most churches have marriage ministry. Most churches have singles ministry. But the question is it being effective? Right? Is it being effective? Is it practical? Or is it really, really super, super duper spiritual to where I can't really go home and utilize the things that I've been taught in church? And so, guys, the team and I have been doing a lot of work. Again, we just came back from Maryland, Philly, Baltimore, and we've been everywhere, literally. Just the beginning of this summer, we still have more cities, more states to get to. And so I need your help. And so I'm talking to you because, again, I got a lot of people who said, Dr. G, listen, I love what you just posted. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and hit like on what you just posted. But these same individuals will not sign up for a one-on-one session. They will not sign up to do a girls' night, will not sign up to do a man cave, will not sign up to do any of this stuff, guys. And it's not a reflection on you or I, but I think it's important that, again, that you sow into the place where you're getting fed. And so I got people who I know have been following me for some years. And I got some people who just started following, right? And one thing everyone has said is this information, Dr. G, has always been on point, has always been consistent, has always been relevant to what I've been going through. And again, these are the same individuals who will not sign up for sessions, and they won't sign up to receive help from a therapist. They won't sign up to receive information from a coach and a relationship coach, which is fine, which is okay. But I think you should still, if this person is feeding you, I think it's only nice to say thank you and listen, Dr. G, you have my support and you have my help. So I'm jumping on here to say that I need your help. I need your support. I need you to help me continue what I believe that God has given me to do, and that's to help singles and married folks all over the country and even all over the world, because it is so needed. It is so needed. For those who are in the church, you need Jesus and a therapist. Yeah, I said it. You need Jesus and a therapist. Yeah, you need Jesus and a therapist. For all my deep saints who think that all you need is prayer and a 21-day fast, you need Jesus and a therapist. All right? There's doctors in the earth for a reason. And it's not because they need to be ignored. It's because you need to utilize them. Again, I got people who've been following me for years and say, listen, Dr. G, you got some good information, great content. But as far as me booking you or hiring you to do this job, nah, I'm good. I'm a handle this on my own. I want to tell you that this is not the season or the year for you to be self-taught. Some of these things, guys, if we went through in relationships and dating and marriage, some of this stuff could have been avoided had we listened to the right voice. My question to you is the same question I asked earlier, which was, what voice is controlling your life? Remember what I just said. I said the voice that is constantly in your ear is the voice that continues to control your life. Now, that voice may be your auntie, your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, your pastor. It could be any voice. In fact, it could be your voice. You could be speaking against what God will want to do in your life, but because of negativity and you got the wrong voice in your ear all the time, every day, day in, day out, you can't even really hear clearly about what it is that you need to do next. And so I want to jump on here because it occurred to me that, listen, I do not give you guys an opportunity to sow into good ground. And so I need your help. I need you to help with the efforts of going from city to city, from state to state, guys, and encouraging singles, couples. Again, you'll be surprised. Just even last week in Philly, even last week in York, Pennsylvania, all of the many people who need help, guys. And so I want to be able to continue doing what I've loved to do and have a passion for. But I need your help. I need your support. I need your help to help me make black love and black marriages great again. All right. It's not just a nice slogan, but it's going to take money, guys. Traveling back and forth is exhausting. I am tired. I'm exhausted. But because this is what I love to do and I love to help, and I think I'm effective, I want to continue to do that. So I need you guys to sow. No gift is too small, no gift is too big, but I need your help. I need your financial support. I love your likes. I love your shares. I appreciate that, ma'am. I appreciate that, sir. But I can't operate ministry and do ministry like I need to do ministry based off of likes and shares. And so I need your financial contributions to kind of help me undergird this mission, not just in the church, because I believe I've also been called to the marketplace to help business owners who have relationships with their employees and relationship with their clients. And so I need your help. I need your help. Again, I got a lot of people who will like my posts all day long and will spend on all day long on Facebook liking and sharing and loving. They love the videos. They love this. They love that. But what they won't do is they won't sow. They won't share. They won't even say thank you, Dr. G. Listen, I read your post the other day, and you had no idea that I was at a breaking point in my life. And had I not scrolled down your page, I probably wouldn't gotten the help that I needed. And so, if that's you, I got people who've been following me for some years. I got some people who've been a part of the Singles Project for years, and we've been doing the Single Project for over 15 years. And so I got some friends who just came on, who just partnered up with me and our friendship here on Facebook. But I want you to do me a favor, and I want you to help me continue doing what I love to do so much. Again, I got single people who want to be married, and I got married people who want to be single. Guys, I need your absolute support to help me continue what I love to do so much. I see Tanya in the building, Yolanda, Sean, Ingrid. Guys, listen, I need you to help me spread this word. There's information. One of the things that I realized was that there's people that didn't even know that there's information like this available. One-on-one sessions and couple sessions and couple therapy and one-on-one therapy, premarital counseling. There's all this stuff, guys, that is available right now at your disposal from yours truly. All of this information is available, guys. You do not have to suffer in silence. There's dating events, guys. We do matchmaking where we're helping singles actually connect with those who they need to connect with. And you don't have to spend all this money on eHarmony and all this, Black Planet and Black Love. Listen, you can support somebody who has supported you for months, and for some of you guys for weeks, and for some of you guys for years. And so I need your support. I need your help. Again, the Lord has blessed me financially. He's blessed me incredibly. So this is not a ploy to strengthen my pockets, but this is a absolutely call to action to help me continue to do what I do on the regular. And oftentimes I go to these different cities and different states for free, go to different churches for the free, only because there is a greater need in the building. And so we just completed an amazing girls' night out. Special shout out to leading lady Tanya in York, Pennsylvania. Had an amazing group of young ladies. Again, there were single women, there were women who were divorced, women who were married. Over 30 plus women gathered in a home, in a living room, and said, listen, Dr. G, I want you to teach me all that you know about relationships. And so for an hour, almost 2 hours, guys, I spent in the living room talking to 30 women who were hungry, who were thirsty, and willing to learn about what it is that they need to do as it relates to bettering their situation. So I said all this to say that this is not the season for you to be self-taught. I don't believe that you have to create and recreate the wheel. I believe the wheel is round for a reason. It doesn't need spokes. It don't need diamonds. It don't need, thick alloy wheels. It doesn't need all that. It's round for a reason, and it rolls that way for a purpose. I think there's enough stories among those who are listening right now and my own that kind of help navigate you into the place that you need to be. And so you need the tools. You need the strategies to be successful. Guys, insanity is defined as doing the same things over and over again and expecting a different result. You're going to continue getting the same results until you decide that you need to change something. That obviously what I've been doing, it ain't working. Listen, I tried this, I tried that, I tried long distance dating, I tried local dating, and it's not working. And so if it's not working, that means that the common denominator is you. You can't point the finger at your ex and your baby daddy and your baby mama. You can't point the fingers. Eventually, you have to look back into that mirror, and you got to see for what it is. And the reality is that the missing link and the exact ingredient is you. Is you. I know he made it, cheated. I know this, that, and the third. But listen, at the end of the day, the common denominator is you. Why are you continually to attract cheaters? What it is about you that continues to attract people who are not ready for relationships? What is it about you that attracts and consistently attracts people who are not emotionally available? What is it about you? Because again, you can't keep pointing the finger at the people that you've dated. At some point, you and I have to take ownership for where we are, and maybe perhaps it's something that we're not paying close attention to. And this is why you need a relationship coach. This is why you need a relationship therapist, right? Because there are going to be some things that you just absolutely do not know nothing about. And so I want you guys to help me. There was a conversation last week during the girls' night out, and it stuck with me, and I haven't been able to shake it. And that conversation was coming from an older woman who was in her late 60s, middle 60s, late 60s. And she was telling me that being a young woman, a lady from the South, that it was just taught that men would just go to work and, provide and to do this and to do that. Whereas the ladies would take care of the family, the upbringing of the family, would cook, would clean. And so she said that as she grew up and she gotten older, she realized that the men that she was attracting were good providers. They were able to make sure that there was food on the table, lights were on. But she said the missing link that they did not have was the emotional part. And so she grew up thinking that men and the men that she dated were not available emotionally. And so she had to get used to somebody being able to be financially capable of taking care of the bills and making sure that the lights were on, to where the emotional part she settled in, and she went years and years without. And because of the culture here in the South, this had become a problem, and it had become an ongoing occurrence as it relates to the men that she kept attracting. And ironically, even though she was in her 70s, that this is still an issue, that we have a lot of women today who are attracting men who are financially capable of taking care of them. But the emotional part, it's lacking. And for those of you guys are trying to figure out why is this lacking and why is this important? Well, it's important because one of your love language, and we talked about this last week, but one of your love language could be physical touch. It could be quality time. And if you're dealing with a man who only think that love is encompassing spending money and how much I spend money on you, and how many cars I buy you, how many purses I buy you. If this man equates that to love, then you may be running low in that department emotionally. And so again, the problem was, and the question she asked, she said, Dr. G, I just didn't know. And even though I know there's not a perfect man, he was perfect for me in that sense. But I realized emotionally I was not being taken care of. So now I'm struggling in this marriage where I'm not getting my emotional needs met. In fact, I can take care of my own self financially, but the thing that I lack the most is the emotional part. And so I said all that to say that, guys, we need tools. We need help. The dating game, I tell you guys, pretty much every week has changed. It's not easy. It is difficult. The marriage game is not easy. It is difficult. And so one of the things I learned in school, that when it came time to taking a test and studying for an exam, and the teacher told me that it was going to be difficult, it was going to be hard, the one thing that they always said, I don't care if it was from elementary to college, they all said the same thing, and they all said that, Sir G, you're going to have to study. You're not just going to be able to walk into the classroom and just pass this test just because you grabbed a pencil and you took the time and you took the time to sit down. You have to actually study. And so the problem, guys, is that what we're doing is we're not studying. You haven't studied who you're dating. You have not studied who you married. You just dated. You just started marrying people. You thought this person was good. You thought that person was good. And the reality was, you realized you made a crucial mistake. And so you have to inspect, guys, before you expect. This is important. You have to inspect before you expect. And so there's certain people that you dated over the last years, you can testify that they were never ever qualified to date you. Some of the men, some of the women that you married were never. You look back and you be honest, you can say without a shadow of a doubt that these people were not qualified to marry you. But you married them anyway. You dated these people anyway. You entertained these people for months and for some even for years anyway. And you did not study. And part of you studying, guys, as we talk about school and relationships, is you got to know what to study for. The problem that we keep messing up is you do not know what to study for. You just can't crash all of this information 10 seconds before you take a test. And the reality is that most of you guys are going through the same test over and over and over again because you have not studied. You have not did your research. You have not did your homework. You just sitting down at a table with a pencil in your hand and you're hoping for the best. Listen, life is too short. You're getting too old to just be playing Russian roulette with your life. Some of you have kids and now you got kids involved in your relationship. You got too much. Listen, there's too much at stake for you to be playing Russian roulette with your relationships, with your future relationships. You need the tools to be successful, period. You need the tools. You need the strategies. You can't pass the test if you don't know what to study for. And some of you think, well, Dr. G, I'm good. I don't really need it. Listen, this is why you mess up over and over again. You've got to have the tools to study. You can't be successful, guys. You can't pass the test consistently without properly studying. So this is where I come in. I help you get the tools that you need to properly study so that when you're tested in this next area, in this next level in your life, it's not a mystery. It's not you second guessing. Well, maybe this relationship is going to work. Maybe this relationship ain't going to work. You're not overthinking because you've already studied for the test. And ladies, who else than me to tell you about what men think about and what we think about and how we move? And listen, you got the best of both worlds. But again, if you don't know what to study for, you're going to set yourself up for failure because you're not passing the test correctly. And some of you guys are trying to wing it. You can't wing relationships. You can't wing marriage. You got to know it's either you're ready or you're not ready. It's either you're ready to be married or you're not ready to be married. It's either you're marriage material or you're not marriage material. It's either you're mattress material or your marriage material. It's either two choices. You only have one or the other. Either your marriage material or your mattress material. But you got to know what to study for so that you're not continually failing these tests over and over again. And some of these tests, guys, you should have passed years ago. And you scratching your head, oh my God, I got myself back into the same situation. It's a different person, same spirit, and I done got myself back into this situation. I got this man done got me pregnant again. And I should have left. I should have left. The door was open and I didn't take advantage. And I let him vendangle me into another 6 months of foolishness. I let this person convince me of staying into a marriage that was really never meant to be. God never gave his consent or okay behind it. And I've been trying to make this marriage work and it was never meant to work from the beginning. And now I feel stuck. Listen, you don't have to feel stuck. You don't have to feel stuck. I want to jump on here to tell you that the next 6 months of your year, the next 6 months of this year does not have to be a repeat of your last 6 months. Did you hear what I said? The next 6 months of your life, your year, this year, does not have to be a repeat of your last 6 months of your life. And the only way this will come to pass, ladies and gentlemen, is because you taken the time to study. You got the tools and the strategies to be successful. It's not, listen, marriages don't just work because somebody just woke up and said, listen, I want to make it work. No, it took time. It took work. It took effort. It took action. These 50-year marriages and 40-year marriages and 20-year marriages did not just happen overnight. You know this even in business. These companies who lasted for 10 years and 20 years did not just happen overnight, but they happened because they put in the work. My question to you is, because again, I got a lot of people who are liking and sharing my posts, and that's great, and I appreciate your support. But my question is, when are you going to start taking advantage of what I've been posting and this information that obviously is good to you, but it ought to be good enough for you to say, listen, Dr. G, we need to take this to the next level. And in fact, we need to take this to a place where I can start using this every day. Last thing I'm going to say to you guys, and I got to go, and that is your success and all of your failures is hidden in your daily routine. I'm going to say that again. Your success and your failure is hidden in your daily routine. It's the things that you do every day on a consistent basis is the definition of why either you're successful in it or you're failing miserably in it. Did you hear what I said? The things that you do every day. And again, I thank God that you like my posts, you share my videos. That's great. That's awesome. But until you start practically applying what you've read and what you've seen and what you've heard, you'll continue going through the same cycles over and over and over again. And then you're trying to figure out why in the results not happening. They're not happening because you didn't properly apply this information. All right? So I got to go. But again, I wanted to jump on here and to ask you for your help. I need your financial support. I need you to help me continue doing what I love the most. All right? And again, most of the stuff, guys, we're doing for the free. All right? But it's costing. It's costing a lot just to go from city to city, from state to state. Thank God for Facebook. Thank God for Instagram. But I want to be in your face. Somebody needs to be in your face about some of the stuff that you've been doing over the last 3 or 4 years. Somebody needs to be in your face and hold you accountable for some of these crazy and stupid mistakes that you keep making over and over again. And so you got the right one. You got the right doctor that's going to give you what you need. And so it's going to be painful, but I need your help. I need your support to help me do this for the rest of the summer and then, in fact, for the rest of this year. All right, so there's going to be a link at the end of this video where you can go and you can sow a financial seed. Again, no seed is too big, no seed is too small, but we'll take it all so that we can help further what we're doing. We got some single mothers that desperately need help as it relates to being housed. They're homeless, and they want to get out of their marriage, but do not have a place to go. And in certain places, I learned just last week, I think it's in Philly, that you need at least $2,000 plus to get out of a domestic violent marriage and relationship. If you're married and your husband or your wife is abusing you, it takes at least minimum $2,000 to even get the court to even sign out. I mean, it is crazy that the stuff that people are going through, and they need help. They need help, guys. They need help. And so I got some people who want to get out of their marriage but don't even have a place to go. Don't have the resources to get there. Don't have money for a first, last, and a deposit. And so they're stuck in an abusive relationship and can't even get to their family members. I mean, this is crazy. People who need clothing, children having 8 and 2 to 3 weeks. And so I need your help. I need your help. I need your help. We want to be able to bless some single mothers and some single fathers, even with vehicles, not even having transportation to get back and forth to work. And so all of this, guys, has to do with relationships and marriage and dating. And again, a lot of it is people who feel like they're stuck, and this man or this woman that they've been connected to has the money. And you know what they say, the person who has the money normally is the person who controls the relationship. And it shouldn't be, but sometimes it is. And so they just feel stuck. They feel homeless. They feel hopeless. And most of you guys know the story. I talked to you guys a lot about my mom and my dad. And my mom and my dad, my mother was in a very, very abusive relationship. Very abusive relationship. Mentally, verbally, and physically. In fact, me and my siblings were. All right? And everything. And this is why I'm such an advocate for women, because of my mother. But everything, guys, was in my daddy's name. The car, the house, the businesses, everything was in my daddy's name. She had no say-so, no authority financially to do anything, because he controlled everything. And so I'm dealing with women who remind me of my mother that have lost their control. I want to teach you how to get your control back. And so financially, I need your help, because some of them are trying to get out, but do not have the wherewithal to get out, don't have the resources in place to get to where they need to get to. And so I need your help. I need your help. And not just in Florida, but all over. I got people in Houston. I got people in New Jersey, Georgia. In fact, all over the country, guys. So this is going to allow us to do what we need to do as far as being a blessing to so many people that desperately need help. Not just information, but some of these women, some of these men need resources. They need people in their city, in their state, that can help them get out of what they're in. And so I need your help. I need your support. So at the end of this page, at the end of this video, there will be a link that you can go ahead and sow and make your contributions known and help me continue what, again, I've loved to do and I've been doing for over the last 20 years, guys. So I need your help. I need you to take action. Again, I thank you for your likes. I appreciate you so much, sir, ma'am, for following me all of these years, all of these months, all these weeks. But I need you to take action. I need you to take your following, your likes, and your love, and I need you to put it in the form of a seed, all right? So that we can continue to do what we need to do for so many people around the country, all right? So do that for me, Shay, Vicky, Kim, Tanya, Kelsey, Michelle. I need y'all to do that for me. Maria, I need you to do that for me. Rochelle, Terry, Divine Blessing, I need you to do that for me. Ingrid, Sean, listen, Yolanda, we need your help, all right? So help me to do that. Help me to get this word out, that there is information, not just that there's information, but now we're providing resources to people who are in domestic situations, domestic violence situation, who are suffering from substance abuse. Guys, it costs money to help fund these people and get them the resources that they need. I need your help, and I need you to help me do that today, not tomorrow, not next week, not next year, not Dr. G. You know what? I'll think about it. I'll get back to you. I need you to help me take action today, all right? Because there's so many people that need our assistance. So help me be effective in these areas, all right? So do that for me. Share this video. Somebody needs to hear it. Somebody needs to know that there is help on the way. Not just educationally, not just in the form of therapy, but there's financial help that's on this way to you and to your city. All right, so share this video, guys. I got to go, and I will see you guys. I'll see you guys soon. All right, bye-bye. God bless.